Good morning, Entertainment Daily. Lovers, good morning. Happy weekend to you. This is morning, Saturday, my time. Stoney has dropped another video, and we will probably call this her part two. She brought in another lady, and I think I just listened to about a minute into what they were saying, and I'm like, okay, let me just bring it here so we can all listen to it together. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So before we get right in, um, hold on. What's going on?
I need someone to explain something to me.
Oh, I'm trying to. I'm trying to find the live because I noticed something just now.
Did you see that video? No, it's bananas.
Come on, stop. Let's see. Where is the live? Where is the live? Oh, okay, I see. Oh no. I used the wrong thumbnail. Okay, so I'll probably change that later on. Okay, because both are I use red right up, so I mistakenly used the thumbnail that I used yesterday for this new live stream. I think that's what I see right here. Let me just double check to confirm this. But anyway, I will change the thumbnail immediately I round up with the live stream. That was just an honest mistake from my end because I don't want people to think that it's the same. That was just an honest mistake from my end. Okay. Okay, so our sound is good. I'm just noticing that right now. So I'm already in the studio. So I'll finish, then I'll be able to go back to change the um thumbnail to a new thumbnail so people are not confused. Okay, so I will pull up that stream, that live stream that she did, and we will listen to it. And I noticed that she brought in someone else. Welcome. If you're just coming, please like the live stream. Thank you so very much. So let me go quickly over to Facebook because we're going to I don't even know how long that her live stream is. Stoney, let's get Stoney and let's do this. But I didn't even think she would be bringing in someone as early as part two of the conversation. I was thinking she would maybe toward the end of she telling the whole story, then she would probably bring in whoever she has in mind. But here we see a lady that she called Tomiko. I think I even wrote Tomika, whatever, the new recruit. So it seemed like this is someone that has also encountered Korra before now. So Stoney did this live stream 5 hours ago, and her what she titled this one or captioned it on Facebook. They will say captioned. Caption. So it says correcting the narrative. Tomiko the dancer. Okay, so let's get into this Tomiko the dancer situation. And let me quickly just check before I put the volume. Let me see how many minutes live stream this is. 28 minutes. Okay, so it's not too long. Fantastic. Let me put the volume. Okay, so they started with dancing and singing. So the Tomiko is a dancer.
Thank you for asking.
Of course.
I'm here today for I share a similar experience that you have recently shared with a viral bully, if you will.
A viral bully. That is correct.
Yeah, I've had a similar journey to yours.
Welcome, please like the live stream.
2021. Oh, it's been years. Yeah. 2021. I came out to be an assistant, with children.
So as soon as I saw Tomiko.
And I also work as a dancer. So it was a kind of a great opportunity.
Okay, so let's first. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I say good morning, Queen. Thank you so very much for joining us today. Yeah. All right. So I say it said as soon as I saw Tomika, Tomika, like me, I don't even know if it's Tomika, Tomike, Tomiko, whatever. I just wrote Tomika. I think I wrote Tomika, but it seems Stoney wrote Tomiko. And said oh, okay. Look, my little one is whispering. My little one is whispering in my ear that is Tomiko. Like she knows what I'm saying. Like she knows the conversation we're having here. Chris Etofos, Caristo, Ella. Please Etofos. All right, so I say it said as soon as I saw Tomika, this whole plot definitely is from I am shocked, man. I say because I would expect that if you had a horrible encounter with someone, the best thing to do, or the wise or reasonable thing to do, is to first tell your own part of the story before people start reaching out to you to tell you that they also had an encounter with this person. You must have already been telling your story, but this one that Stoney is so excited to bring in this person, I am wondering. Okay, so let's continue to listen.
Watch myself as a dancer and just
He
get
wants to
within
bring
like
about people to disgrace
deeper
Korra
within
like
dance
he
community and
was
networking,
disgraced by Jeba.
and also to just do what I love for young
Absolutely.
children. Um, so just so that like in case anybody's new and doesn't understand what you mean. So you originally lived where? Oh, so sorry. That's okay. I'm like talking very vague. I know. It's okay. Nerves. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. So yes, I 2021, like maybe February, I was living on the Central Coast with my family, and I am connected through you in this situation. I was the first au pair nanny of Cora, and I came to be an encouragement to her and just like help her with her tour, like her daughter.
If you're a nanny, you're in
prepared for tour, and she's writing a book.
I came to help her. I came to be an encouragement to her. It's not adding up. If you are the nanny, they employed you as a nanny, you're not coming as an encourager to anybody. You're not the person's friend or whatever. You're coming to do your work as a nanny to help with the child or the kids. Which one is I came to help her? I came as an encourager. When you hear them talk, you just know that they sound like Justin, all of them. You will know that they've been in a meeting with Justin and he has actually coached them on what to say. If you are coming for a job, you're coming for a job. Oh, focus on the job. Oh. Ha. Which kind you came as a supporter. It doesn't is not sharp at all. He's just exposed himself. No, let him go and be recruiting. Very soon Jeba too will see. Now Jeba will continue from where she stopped. Let him continue.
So that's how I came into this introduction. I came into the home very excited, very willing, like, okay, cool. I'm so excited to meet you because I was a fan. I had seen her work before and I was like, I can learn from this person and I can help this person, being that I have nanny experience, I work in education, all that background. That's not what happened. So we're here now. We're here now. I just kind of, I feel like, we got connected because this story was so touching to so many people, and I've been getting so many DMs from former friends and or affiliates of this person, and it was the same message of like, Stonii, I believe you. You are so brave for speaking up. I just want you.
This is so weird. Out of all those people, Korra is such a horrible friend that and this narrative that they are putting out there, she's such a horrible person. She's mean. She only cares about herself. She's jealous about other people. She can't be friends. She puts people down. None of them has been able to properly articulate how horrible this human being is. And I don't understand. If I have encountered a horrible person and you ask me, I will be able to break it down completely to you, even down to word for word, certain things that they must have said that didn't sit well with me and leave you to be the judge. Okay? I will break it down properly. Okay, so I'll give you one good example. That someone I know that did something that I didn't expect the person to do, and the person didn't know that I know, because the person told what the person told to what, which was something that the person really aimed to destroy, like cause harm to me. And I said it, and I mentioned it to them. They're like, if that was me, I would have cut that person out completely. I said, no, sometimes you have to keep some of these people close so you learn more. But after me explaining, and I was able to say word for word what this person said and everything, they were like, yo, you shouldn't even, because this kind of person that will do this to you can even cause more harm to you. So I don't understand how somebody will be so horrible to you and you're not able to completely narrate. So Tomiko, Tomakoko waited until how many years later? Okay, because if she's the way she's describing is Cora's first daughter that she took care of, and I think that girl is about 6 years old, if I'm not mistaken. June is about 6 years old, 5 or 6, right? So you waited 5, 6 years later to come and narrate your story, something that you would have been able to narrate. You worked for someone, the person treated you horribly, you should have said it. And if you're coming in as a nanny, which one is I'm going to help this person and the person is going to help me as a dancer, as a this? People will not go in with a clear agreement. I'm not saying Cora is perfect. Cora might have her own scroll. It is obvious when you look at, and everybody have their own scroll. Nobody is 110% perfect. You know, be Jesus Christ, you know, be God. You understand? Neither are you any deity. You understand? Even deity self, then feel just vex now, strike you with thunder. Do you understand? So, um, where are the text? Sorry, I'm trying to put this thing on screen. I'm trying to put the text messages on screen. So I don't understand. I'm going to be putting the chats on screen so we'll all be reading them. Please drop your comments in the comment section, and please like the live stream. Please give us a thumbs up.
Making up lies about me before, because I had the courage to speak out, and so I know what you're going through. I respect what you stand for, and you were one of those people that offered me that support, and I just like, it really meant a lot to me, because this is a lot to handle. It is. It is. And from what I understood from your story, you handled a lot of it by yourself, right? I did. And it's even just finding out your story, like, I wouldn't have known about it had it not been for my mother. My mother was very close in my journey with Cora in the beginning process, and I was really, really hurt when things.
You know what I said? You remember that chat that he had with I don't remember the name of the lady. It's about 3 years ago now, if I'm not mistaken. About 2, 3 years ago, that chat where Justin had written in the private chat to the lady, telling the lady that he will not stop until Cora goes to jail or Cora goes down 6 feet below. Justin meant that word for word. And remember, after he made that comment, he even went in with a follow-up comment that he said, I know it sounds horrible that a father will make such comments about the mother of his children, but she is such a wicked person. Then the person responded and said, yes, Cora is a wicked person. A person you were married to that you think you hate, that woman gave you 2 children, and all you can wish for her is to go to jail, or she ends up 6 feet below, that you will not stop. And 4 years later, Justin just inserted himself again into a problem that did not concern him. This is a music whatever gone wrong between Stonii, Dawn, and Cora. Justin has gone to give his official page. Justin has gone to recruit all these people, old people that have dealt with Cora before, to bring all of them to gang up again 4 years later. Cora keeps looking at this whole thing and thinks it's a joke. People like Justin, when they make a threat, it is not just a threat. Look at it and underrate him at your own risk. That is what it is. When that man made that statement to that woman that he will not stop until she's in jail or she ends up 6 feet below, Justin meant every single damn word that came out from his mouth, and he has followed through with everything that he has said. He has continued to plot. He has continued to do this gang up thing. She traveled. She got that attack in the UK. Everything that is happening, and when you look at the way Stonii and Dawn is behaving, it's almost like they were planted in wherever Cora will go to so they can meet and make it look like it's a normal meeting. And it gets this. Now I repeat myself. I am not saying that Cora is innocent. in the sense that she would not have issues. Friends have issues. We all have friends. We all have friends that will fall out with. We all, there's business partners. People have business partners that the business have gone wrong and things like that. Come out and tell your story. But going to gang up with the person's enemies, all in the name of you telling your story, and the fact that none of you have been able to come out and actually categorically lay down this thing as clear as. And most of you come out to say, well, I've been to school, I have graduated in so and so. How did you write any exam and pass if you cannot even sit down and do an ordinary oral explanation of how you and somebody's relationship started, when it started going south, everything the person said, presenting evidence? And these are not some of the things you do when you go to school. They teach you biology. After, at the end of the day, they tell you classify this, they tell you subclass this, do you understand? Like, you have to explain and write a clear story that everybody can see. It's not making sense that you're recruiting more people. Tamika could not tell her story 2-3 years ago or 6 years ago. She had to come and join with Stonii.
I kind of took a sour twist, and I kind of, because I was hurt and I was angry and I was still processing the trauma that I had went through, I kind of blocked it out. I didn't want anything to do with it. I didn't want to hear anything. So I would request, like, please don't say anything. But my mom, being my mom, she's like, no, you need to listen to this. So she would insist, like, hey, I'm telling you this for a reason, because you never know how, not saying like you're laughing at someone else's pain, because I would never do that. But like, hey, look at how this person treated you, but look at how now they're suffering. Like, karma happens for everyone. Like, so essentially, but
how is
my
she
mother
suffering
called
again?
me, and she shared a small bit of your story with me. And
how is Korra suffering? If you're saying she treated you bad and now she's suffering, any suffering that is coming from the gang up that Justin is ganging up and accumulating haters and all of that. But she's really excelling. She's excelling. When she met you and you were together, she didn't have 12 million followers. How much did they raise for Korra to take to court? How is she suffering? She's living her life, taking good care of her daughters, traveling, doing her music, doing her dancing, creating her content. How is she suffering? These people, they don't get sense. So.
She was really adamant to tell me. She was like, I just can't help but see your pain and your hurt, what you went through in this young girl. And it really touched me, because I know how heartbroken I was. Yeah. And so
exactly, very important.
Just to make sure you were okay, I reached
out. Why not finish that gist first before bringing in Tamika? What's wrong with your mic?
I want you to know I believe you. You're not crazy. I specifically wanted to put that in there. Because you just start to feel like, am I doing too much? Like, am I freaking out for no reason? Like, but no, like, it feels like it's like a gut punch. Like, damn, this person really did me dirty, and is now spreading lies about me. And it's like, okay, wait a minute. It's the gaslighting and the lack of boundaries and just like whatever. And it's funny how hurt people and like trauma is a thing. And like, when you have not processed your trauma, or like done
really
healing inner work on your trauma, how it affects people around you, and how like you can project your traumas onto other people in negative lights and tones.
That's
and you
who
may not
Tamika
be
is
cognizant of it, and you may be cognizant of it, but either way, it's not okay for it to be happening, and then for it to continuously happen with multiple people. It's just not okay. So to hear your story,
she is Juni's nanny.
And to be another story that I'm hearing, another Black woman, another woman is being treated poorly by this woman, it made me sad. And someone's like, just reach out. I was like very happy. I remember we literally picked her up from the train station today, and I hugged her, and I was like, I feel like I've known you, and I think it's like a trauma bond. Holy shit. And we had this like long talk that I wanted to make sure this was clear.
I said, just leave that. Why is her mic?
You know, at the
Did
end
she
of the
not
day,
check
as like
her mic? I
angry
don't
and
know. Her
upset
mic
as I
keep
am, like I
muted.
obviously that's coloring parts of the story. Like these things that I'm saying
The
are
nyash
all
was not
true and
nyashing
things
in
made up.
that twerking
But
back
obviously from the place
It
of
was doing
hurt,
wah.
yeah,
No, there
we
was no
see
was.
things
It
in
was
a
wah
way
wah.
that can color
You
like
put like 10 on 2.
yeah, and the beginning of the friendship, which I kind of touched on in my part one, that I
Exactly.
get to
Tell that
fully
chop the
like
yash finish. Then they know they shake.
encapsulate in
That
that
time.
because of my feelings
Was
was the
like
fact that there was real love there at first, and like this very genuine like. Oh, is this like a big sister type figure? Like you feel like this love and this, especially hearing like a traumatic backstory from the person, you just like you know, and it's like it's the double-edged sword of like because I love this person or because I think I love this person, I don't really know this person. I'm thinking that they're expressing like a real version of themselves, but they're not. Like you feel bad for getting super angry or feeling like, man, like she's crossing my boundaries, but I don't want to be too much. Like, is this just how they are? Like, I don't want to. But then coming out of it, you're like, no, like if you truly want someone to heal from those things that are making them be this way to people so that they can stop being a danger to themselves and to others, you have to call out the behavior.
You absolutely do.
And especially when this is happening so publicly and then you have this like band of people that just are creating a bunch of hateful things, by the way. Like y'all are acting like y'all are, you know, the saints supporting your queen, and y'all are making the craziest, most racist, most damaging, most harmful images that can be out there right now. Despicable behavior, especially if you're trying to represent somebody that you care about in a positive light and keep them in this victim narrative. Y'all are looking like a band of bullies. That's all I'm saying. You're not helping your case. Well, so I'm just putting that out there. You're not doing a good job representing.
neither are you doing any job. You that came out to tell a story.
To clock it, if you will. So
look, she and the Tamika, they're busy doing clock it, clock it, clock it. Since how many minutes they've been talking? They've not said anything. No. They've absolutely not said any goddamn reasonable thing, but they're busy clocking nonsense.
But I just wanted to say, like, first of all, thank you for reaching out to me because that took bravery. This, like, even being willing to talk and put yourself out there again, like on behalf of me and in support of me, takes a lot of courage.
You know, mind you, this was not planned
at all. Like this was a couple days ago. I
was not planned. Even like you responding, I wasn't expecting you to respond. I wasn't
really?
like I wasn't.
Why did you think I would respond?
I'm not saying like you're like an uppity artist or anything like that. I was just like, because I understand like the artist life, being an artist myself, you know, being pretty busy with life, like. This girl may not see this message right away, so it's okay. You know, when she responds, and maybe she'll be willing to talk about it. Maybe she's like, "Hey, thank you for your support." Maybe she'll round back later. It's like, "Hey, you know, da da da." I was not expecting you to be so open. So
I
like,
wonder who they're gonna bring next.
Like, can like we have a conversation, and from that conversation sparked so much love, community, creativity, and then just like community, you know. And then you called me what? Earlier this week?
No, I literally the first time we talked was early. It was right as this stuff was starting to it was right as my manager was starting to like call out the liars that were trying to start spreading drama about why we're no longer friends. And he was like, no, I think like Stonii, unless you want to let this follow you the rest of your career, like you need to say your piece and get it off your chest because you will, I feel like you'll regret it. And I'm like, you're absolutely right. Because I've been feeling so much hurt and anger and just and then to hear someone like virtue signal their fan base of like, you know what I mean? Like, and then to hear from people like you, like, no, she does this. Like, this is a pattern of behavior.
You're not the first person she's done this to.
Yeah.
I was probably the first. I may not even been the first, but I know in my experience, I was the first. And then, you know, trying to block things out throughout the years.
Absolutely. She should have done something.
And it's still a thing.
5 years ago. And
she actually,
it's going to pattern behavior.
And she actually has another opportunity right now. It's just to watch to see what she would do, because the court told both of them to not encourage directly or indirectly anybody to bully the other person, and that's exactly what he has done. He has not only encouraged, but he gave his full page to this lady, and this lady is busy pulling up people to come and do this. So that's a violation of what the court asked them to do. So she should get her lawyers involved, and they should do the right thing. We'll watch and see what she's going to do. Keep looking at him, and then she sabi.
like, I don't even know how you would call it, but just like in society, if you will, socially. And it's like, hey, at a certain point, when do we no longer try to say, oh, it's everybody else, everyone else is attacking me, gaslighting, and when do we hold ourselves accountable for our own behaviors and just like, hey, okay, yeah, there's some things I need to work on. Listen, at my big age, at my big auntie age, at my big auntie age now, at some point you must put the shenanigans down. You must sit.
In case y'all didn't know, Tamika is also Nigerian.
How you there?
So
what's up,
I'm
everybody?
Sure that hurt more to hear
it did. But I think.
How foolish can Stonii be talking about, oh, moreover, Tamika is from Nigeria. So what? Have you? Every country is the same. Is the same. People will not always agree. It's same thing everywhere, all over the world. People, just because you're from the same country with somebody does not mean that religiously you will have the same religious belief. Does not mean politically you have the same political belief. Does not mean everything will be different. People will be different. People will have different opinions. And so Tamika being a Nigerian does not change anything. She's not the first. Freda was also a Nigerian. Lolo, a Nigerian. Miriam Awolowo, a Nigerian. The list goes on. And the other one that they later took to court and had some situation, also a Nigerian. There are several, many of them, but none of them has been able to lay down. That's what we're saying. Lay down a proper storyline that we can follow, and at the end of the day our mouth will be wide open like, yo, Korra did that, it's horrible. That's the point we're making. Lay down the story in a way that we can understand that she did something wrong. You people are beating around the bush, jumping from left to right, not making any sense. So this Tamika can jump around and be pretending that she's making any point. If she was not able to make any point until Juni is now in primary school, she will not be able to make any point until Juni graduates from university. So all of you are just bunch of losers that cannot make a point. Old women that cannot make a point, because even the Stonii that is one of the youngest is 25 years old. 25 years old, some of your mates are married with children, raising a family. So if you cannot at least explain to us what caused the problem between you and somebody's relationship, you are a mumu and you will continue to be a bonko. Simple.
It's funny because my people are such a beautiful culture, but also like we can be so ignorant, and it was just very disappointing to
Tamika. That description you're giving is the description of you and your family. You, your mother, your father, and every member of your Tamika family. That's who you're describing. You're not describing Nigerians. You foolish idiot. You don't have any right, and you cannot explain or try to describe a country of over 220 million. You they mad? Are you mad? With your big belly there, you the craze? Who you they describe? Who are you describing? Who are you talking for? Talk for yourself and don't speak for a country of 220 million. Who do you know? What do you know? Oluku that calls herself a dancer. Nobody hear you. Nobody know you. Nobody don't see anything where you don't do. Come on, get out of here, you foolish human being. The likes of Davido, Burna Boy, and the rest of them are making Nigeria proud over there. Wizkid, name them, making Nigeria proud over there. Agbani Derego winning world this thing, Miss World. Thunder fire you, Tamika. You they describe ignorant. Who they ignorant? Your ignorant came from that country where you're living. You foolish human being. Wear mumu trouser, wear mumu cropped up with big belly. They talk rubbish. Nonsense. Not describe Nigeria.
Have myself be
Make Oguno
put
kill
in
you
a
there.
light in
They
a
mad.
book that was not true, and to have all these Nigerians, my own people, come against me and say all these terrible things about me.
If you're a stupid human being, you're a stupid human being. Is that difficult to understand? There's no way. I've not seen where two people will have issues and you ask what happened. The person that cannot always explain what happened is the guilty person. Because if you have issues with somebody, you like, look, we went here, this happened, this was what we agreed we were going to do. I did my own part, the person didn't do it. Look, this and this and this and this are what we. If you cannot clearly explain your story to somebody, they lie. So don't come here and tell us that, oh, Nigerians were not come. Nigerians are coming for you. If they come for you, you go faint. You will not be able to stand the heat. So knock it off. Nobody, how many people even pay attention to what Korra is doing and posting online, even with our 12 million following? How many Nigerians? Now you, Tamika, where they invisible ghost, where nobody they see. Nine people Nigerians won't talk about. The Chris Arab babu quack into your head there. All luku.
These terrible things about my family, these terrible things about my mother. And it was just, and mind you, I have my mom, well, I didn't have her doing this, but my mom trying her best to like, you know, counteract things. And it was just, I was overwhelmed. So I was like, I don't want any part. But, you know, it just got worse in my opinion.
Yeah, Korra does a lot of stupid things with just overlooking Justin and his stupidity.
Was it the same like vibe, like the death threats, the like
exposing past, trying to pull up like my videos off my socials and like
I'm saying that on the page too.
No, they were threatening my businesses that I worked with. They were putting like terrible comments on there and like the businesses were like, hey.
You see one thing I don't like is when you are and this is what Justin does, and the foolish, and that's where you will start having me use bad words, you know, because as an adult I expect you to understand that you can make your point without generalizing. Imagine how she just threw the word and Nigerians were coming. So all the 220 million of us, we were coming for you. Who see this mosquito? Only one person fit break. They'll just do their hand pile like this and don't smash you. Tamika, now you person, we need to gather people to come to talk to you. As what? Even if 5 Nigerians open their mouths, if you and your family, none of them go come out from our house. You come here to be talking nonsense. And one thing I have noticed is that I feel like people from JD's side, whenever Korra has issues, people from JD's side will go and be dropping comments like they are Korra supporters and be making threats to people and trying to make the situation worse. Real people that are defending Korra are able to point out when Korra is wrong. And I've said it right from the beginning, from when I started analyzing their story until now. You know, right, if Korra did something wrong, we'll point it out. Do you understand? If Korra did something wrong, we'll point out like this, she didn't tackle. Same way we're talking about how she's giving JD too much. So many things has actually happened that she could have filed and JD would be in jail by now. She has not done it. And that's a stupid move on Korra's side. And we've always said it. So when I see people like Tamika and the rest of them will come out, you will not even explain the situation, what happened. And then the next thing you're talking about, and then my own people will come. I don't even know who she is. This Tamika, I'm looking at her. I've never seen her before. If I was counting people that Korra had issues with, I wouldn't even mention her name. The next thing I'm hearing, and Nigerians are coming for me. With your mumu olden day style of lipstick where you wear there. Call and say na lip gloss. I've been a granite oil you put for mouth. Idiot. How they call her for be the idiot. That Hollywood actor will say idiot. He will say idiot.
What's going on? Have you checking with me? I finally had to end deal because it was so much, you know, and like going on my personal page, putting hate comments under my stuff or like commenting, taking my videos off my page to put on blog pages or make posts and like create these false narratives. Like I'm a terrible human being because I'm in nature and you know, I'm turned this way. You can see my bag and I'm smoking. Hello, who doesn't like Igbo and Shayo on a nice warm day, like enjoying the enjoyment? Like,
hey, wait, you the smoke Igbo? Hope so. You know the smoke Igbo will do expire. Igbo and Shayo, that flew past Stonii's head, though. Trust me, what she just said now. Who does not like Igbo and Shayo? Stonii does not know what Igbo and Shayo is. And Stonii's like, Mumu. Mumu wake up from Cape Verde. No go learn something about you. This year, you are you not an African? You Stonii. You go learn. You never see anything. When your hand touch it on, I go learn. Next time when you want to tell your story, you will come out and tell the story straight as it is, so people can. Because if they were able to tell the story properly and people see that Korra was wrong, we will be here analyzing Korra. Because you see one thing I don't like is people treating other people bad. The way you want to be treated, that's how you treat. And I don't like people that talk slick. And they keep saying Korra likes to talk slick. Korra likes to put people down. Give us something to work with. You can't.
Now, chicks, you're sitting. Everybody gotta. Come on. No, like that. What is this? Constant judgment. What are spices? You're judging that part. You're judging me. Like, you have some spices that aren't. Especially attacking strangers on the internet, and then you got room to judge people.
Me personally, I'm like, you have a lot of time on your hands. Like, where do you have the electricity to be on technology?
Oh my god! Thank you for the stars, y'all. Don't feel.
You can imagine. Did you just hear her say, "Oh, where are you gonna?" Ah, man. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Hey, Tamika, shame on you. No wonder you're not going anywhere in life. A person that will use their own hand. You see, one thing that you don't understand, people don't understand the power of. You might think that because you're living in a different country, you will never, if you like, carry their passport, carry their name. Make them last when he go red, he go be home na home. But when you begin use your home, they do caricature. You they ask people say where they go see lights, where they go say they come online, they can't drag you. If they decide to drag you, now that's how you gonna say generator. Power, the generator, the power. As you look like this, you look like who they abroad, you look like who get money, you look like who get food they chop. People where they back home, then look better than you. They look more healthy, more put together. Dressing well, eating fresh food. You there abroad, you be like Bangala. Like that fish that they catch for under bridge, they can't squeeze them, can't dry them. But they tell you scatter and put for soup. Na so Tamika be. And then you're busy shading. You're supposed to be a Nigerian, but you're busy shading other Nigerians, and you think it will make you look nice in the face of this Cape Verdean lady and Justin and the rest of you people's gang members. When you can easily sell out your family, this is one thing people don't know. When you can easily talk bad about your own family and your own people to you, you think that is nice. And the people that are listening to you bash your family members, bash your own, they will be laughing, enjoying the gist. But do you know how they're looking at you? You're stupid, because they will never bring their own family. The kind of things you will go and tell them, they will never, their family members might be doing worse, but they will never, ever come out to talk about their own family the way you have sold your family cheaply because you want to make yourself look good. It's always people that have zero self-esteem. The self-esteem is down on the floor, so they only feel like something by talking down on others, and they always start it from their family members to close relative, to their community, then their country. You bash, you give, sell it out for other people, so they laugh. And you think that they are hyping you because now you want to somehow disassociate yourself from your people. Look, you know, go fit, then go still look you the same. That is the same insult that you just gave to your own people. Is the same insult that Justin will use to insult you at the end of the day. Is the same insult that this mosquito that came from Cape Verde, Stonii, who used to insult you. Is the same insult that Don, I don't know where he's from, if he's American or he's also from somewhere else and arrived in that America, would use to insult you. So continue making this bed. You will lay on it, and then you will come and cry. Say somebody they insult your mama. When the time reach, you go clear you. Now the same people where they laugh with now, they shade your own people. Now go shade you. No worry yourself. This one said, I'm sorry, but you chatting rubbish. I just wonder how you found yourself here. I will not even answer you, but make thunder strike you where you did. Make thunder fire you for hot afternoon. All right, moving on to the next. But Tamika still said nothing. Absolutely. I'm still waiting for the thing she's going to say. She has not said anything. And give us the tea or the ogogoro. After she don't go smoke expired igbo, how would she know what she wants to say? She's talking about shayo. People that are taking real shayo, they don't behave this way. 6 years going on 7, it took you to explain how Korra betrayed you. You still came back 6 years later. You were not able to explain anything reasonable. Mumu people, they listen. Mm, 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 okay. It's very nice that you came here with this Cora is insecure, very low budget karaoke singer without the vocal, but she still has more visibility than the people that you support, that you pretend that they know everything, right? The ones that know how to sing and everything. She's out there doing better than they are doing, right? And you said she does not have any this thing. She does not have any dancing techniques. She does not know how to dance, but these ones that came out to dance, they couldn't move. Actually, that's the last of your comments I would even read, because I only read comments of people that make sense. I don't read comments of people that don't make any sense. That's the truth. So let us
To get to it. It's so ridiculous. It's comical.
So did she know? Like, did you ask her to like tell people to stop ever?
No.
Yeah.
I was blocked on communications. Like I said, after my experience, trauma was like, get rid of it. So I think I deleted her number. I don't know.
Well, at that point, she'd already published a book.
Oh yeah.
So at that point, we
At
just
that point, I didn't have a number or anything like that, but people close to me were letting me know the things that were being said. They sent me the chapters of the book, and it was definitely like a defamation of my character. And I'm like, well, I'm not specifically named, but I definitely know that you're talking about me, and this is definitely
and your people knew. Your close.
My people, my best friends knew. My mother knew. All my people knew, because I was calling them every night, every day, talking about, remember that situation that we thought was a great opportunity? Y'all pray for me. Pray for me, please, because I don't know what's going on here. I'm scared. I'm not scared just for myself. There are other people. There's a child in the house that I'm scared for. Because like,
why were you scared for the child?
Well, not like scared, like, oh, there's gonna be like actual harm, but just like, hey, this may not be the best situation. It could be a little toxic, and I'm not saying every family unit is perfect. I'm not saying every mom is perfect, especially as a mom. You're dealing with PTSD. You're dealing with your body changing. You pushed out a human. You don't know you may not know what you're doing. You may not have the assistance. You may have a career that you want to continue on, and like, hey, I want to do this, but I also have this responsibility. That's what I'm saying. That's why don't take advantage of it.
The people she's hyping and the people that they're on is not shaking.
A narrative like, I came into your house to seduce your husband or take advantage of you because I helped you.
Well, apparently I'm seducing them now too, according to the blog. I guess the
funny
this is everybody else that I guess at this point.
He's really so funny. I swear, I told him this is I've never dated a wife. Sorry.
No shame. No shame. There are some beautiful women. Come on, like, listen.
You see, idiots that talk like this tells you how their mindset works. This one said, "Oh, you think I'm coming to seduce your husband? Oh, I don't. I've never. I'm not attracted to white men." The other one saying, "Oh, I've never dated a white." When you just talk like this, you shows how shallow you are. Because a human being is a human being. It's not about the person's skin color. You're not dating people by their skin colors. You're not liking people by their skin. And if that's what you do, then you are a complete idiot and something is wrong with you. You are mentally sick. You see a human being and maybe the personality or something else other than their color, other than somebody's color. But we have a whole lot of idiots here that you hear, I don't date blacks, I don't date whites, I don't date Indians. You are an idiot, because everybody is human. So this conversation, these people are just very foolish from all angles. That this Stonii and the Tamika they are talking from, they are as foolish as Justin. So this is gang of mumu people, and it's not an insult, it's fact. You hear them talking. Justin did how many series? He did not make any sense. All of them that came out to say, this is what happened, this is what happened, none of them were able to really point out. Remember, the only person that said something was the, was it last year this happened? The lady that Korra had worked with, and then a live stream, it was on a live stream that Korra made a comment. And I pointed out, I was like, Korra shouldn't have made that comment when she was with someone, and she was like, oh, I'm going to stop doing this. The lady said to Korra, she's going to stop doing this because this and that. And Korra made a comment. I'm like, you shouldn't make that kind of comment. You should know the kind of comments you will make that will make your friends uncomfortable. That's the only one where on a live stream, on a video, and it was not even the lady explaining, it was on the video that we heard it. And they're like, okay, that comment Korra shouldn't have made. But these people that are busy here trying to explain, they have not explained anything. You live in Europe, so what should we do? We should fly. Flower, you live in Europe, what should we do? We should fly. Where the rest of us, where are we? In the moon? Oh, look. I don't like when people don't make, but like when you go to a live stream, a topic is being discussed, try your best to stay on the topic. And one thing I always do is I always tell everybody to comment. So even if you're Justin supporter, you are Korra supporter, or you're just there in the middle, comment and be logical. Be logical. I'm open to a debate. We can debate whatever you want to talk about, but this that you come in with insulting. These two people standing here cannot dance as put Stonii and this Tamika together. They cannot dance half as good as Korra. We know that Korra and Jane Mena are two dancers from Nigeria that we know can dance. We also have other dancers, okay? But the two that dresses this way, skimpy and this and dancing, Korra and Jane Mena, they have it. Okay, we also have the Endurance, the one that dresses like a tomboy. Endurance can dance. I think Endurance she bases in Ghana, but I think she's also in Nigerian. We have Purple Speedy. Many of them, they can all dance. They can all bust moves. So you coming here to talk about what I don't understand, that you're not making any point. You live in Europe. What does that have to do with the conversation we are talking about? You can live anywhere you want to live. It does not change anything, okay? You have not been able to say one thing that makes sense. You just keep writing what I don't know. So I'm not even going to put them on screen. If you write anything reasonable, I might put it on screen. If you don't, I just leave it there.
See, no shade, but like that's y'all need to come up with a new lie. Y'all need to come up with a new one. Thank you guys. But yeah, come up with something different. Like that's a woman and a man, and they're just like, y'all are
Oh my god. They must be together.
Like, do you sleep with every man that you sniff? Like, you sleep with every man that you take? Because that says something about y'all. Okay?
Why is this even what they're talking about? They're supposed to be talking about what Korra did. Now they're talking about Justin.
That you can have healthy boundaries with a man and be friends.
Oh, it
doesn't always have to be sexual.
Yeah,
and if you have a male friend that you want to be a friend with, like, hey, this is like friendship, but every time you guys come together, they're trying to make it sexual. Get away from that man.
Yeah, no, man.
No, be small kind bad belly, you go choke.
No. And vice versa. Man, if you see a woman trying to be overly sexual with you,
you're not like it's probably not
like, especially if you're not, that's not what your mind is like. Hey man, I thought we was just hanging out.
Well, what's funny is, like, I don't know if a lot of people know this about me, but I grew up around a lot of men because I have 3 brothers and a very present father in my life.
I have uncles.
You really? Okay, so you get it. Like, you understand, like, in a sense, how men operate.
Yeah.
And you kind of have a different
father figure.
Right. So I'm not starving for male attention. And people take that as, like, oh, she thinks she's so innocent. Like, no, girl, listen. Like, come on. Like,
and even then, like,
I'm just not boy crazy. Like, y'all be thinking.
And it's funny because even like, I gotta tell him too, because like, sometimes I feel like men, they like to shower you with like all these comments, like, oh, good morning, gorgeous. And I'm like, you don't have to do all that. Like, it's not too much. He's like, oh, really? I was like, yeah. Like,
just how you doing? That's fine. We can just,
if I'm looking good, yeah, tell me. Don't just let me walk that shoe like a milkman.
Milkman is crazy.
Oh no, I didn't do it for you. Okay.
Well, since this live is all about rewriting narratives and giving
what narrative are they rewriting now? They've been talking since. They've not made any point.
I want to talk to the people about your history with dance, your passion for dance. When did that start for you?
Oh, child. Chalet. I feel like since I was a kid, like I've always just happy feet. I think my dance was the running man.
Wait, give us a little bit of this. Okay. I don't know.
Listen, I'm
I'm not a good dancer. Listen, y'all. I was supposed to get
so that's what I'm getting for. Okay,
teach me running man real quick. Hold on.
So you're like running in place. So if you bring one and two. And one and two.
So one and
They went from talking about what Korra did to now learning a dance move.
And push.
You're going like this.
They still not made anything.
Wait. You're doing this. Okay.
Okay, hold on. I say it said she keeps saying hypersexual, but what were you doing, Stoney, on your post trying to promote your song with stomach showing and sucked in your trying to win your waist? Like, I mean, I don't get it. And even this other lady, Tamika, too, talking about it. Is it that they are alleging that Korra is hitting on them? Is it Korra's job is just to go around hitting on all the women that comes to work for her as nanny, music, dancers, everybody? Like, what is that? So what's it that they describe Korra as a dog when they hit? Well, they finish for this life. Eh? What kind of wahala is this one now? Eh? What kind of wahala? I just can't stop laughing, and I don't even know what the Tamika is trying to teach Stoney here. Dance teacher, when no sabi teach. Wahala be like bicycle.
Is it better? Hold on. Yeah, love it. Okay, so something that I'm really wanting. Right? Okay, so I think in a traditional dance and drum class, especially the drum dancers.
Stoney, Flower said Stoney is right. Stoney is right about what? She has not said anything. We're waiting to hear. This is part 2. She's still fooling around. She has said nothing.
I feel like I'm doing a future.
She's just there accumulating stars for justice.
Okay. I know the dance. Wait. Am I getting it?
Very, because there's nothing they've said. 21 minutes into 28 minutes video, they've not said anything. You know, if I had listened to this and come here to analyze and tell you that they didn't say anything, people will probably be doubting, you know, that, oh, we're just trying to play down. How do you go and bring somebody that you said 6 years ago, Korra offended, she lived with Korra as a nanny, and look at what they're doing? This lady has not pointed out one thing. Okay, so I was sleeping one day, Korra came and poured water on me and told me to wake up and come on, go and carry the child. Or one day I was trying to eat, Korra took away the food and said, go and feed my child. Like, she has not mentioned any mistreatment when she was there as a nanny for the child. She has not mentioned, okay, I told her, let us collaborate. I'm a dancer. She's a dancer. At first, she agreed that, yes, she was going to pay me less so we can do some collaboration and work together so I can build. And but she later, there's so many things you could say. You lived with her, man. But instead, you're busting dance move where I don't know what you need to do.
Passion for dancing. I always had a passion for dancing since I was a kid. I think I started with the running man, seeing videos on Sesame Street, kids dancing, and then
Now Sesame Street, you take learn how to dance. No wonder.
Really? Yes, I don't know how. That's great. 90s magic with a VHS tape. It's like I watched videos from Aaliyah, Janet Jackson, Michael Jackson, Usher, Randy, like all these R&B artists. I'll just sit there and just like.
You were watching all these people, and this is the highest dance move, you know.
Girl, we got talking to do after the live. We gonna talk. That's crazy though. So what does dance mean to you? Dance is.
She doesn't know.
Creative freedom.
She don't know anything, eh?
You can do anything.
Tamika don't know anything.
any style of music, any genre. You can take your genre if you were specifically
This
trained
small thing you did
in a
already.
style.
Look how
You can
you're
take
breathing.
that and marry
And you're supposed to
on
be a
other
dance
genres.
coach.
Like we see that merge with ballet and hip hop often.
The dance is
Something I
not
think is
dancing.
beautiful is that we're seeing that merge with Afrobeats and dance and like hip hop.
I beg, leave Afrobeat out of your mouth.
Spaces.
You don't know
And I
nothing.
love that Africa gets this
Tip her
moment to
too, and we
shine.
have heard nothing. She did not
Dance.
even tell us
It's not just about like
whether the
Afrobeats, but
eating
what's
of the yash was planned with spoon.
Ghana,
Or she thinks she will not finish that story. She will finish it.
dances that make up diaspora of Afrobeats. And like yes, it stems from the original Afrobeat by like Fela Kuti, but in this day and time, this is how we translate it as like the next generation. I love the storytelling behind dance. Just playing with
You don't know
movement and allowing
nothing.
my
You've
body
not said
just to be
anything.
free.
And the other Olukutu doesn't. It's just them.
Dance is so much fun.
It's such a relief. It's such a even though like we're talking about something like deeply like heavy, but like this just like this is a great way to like
This is how I had to like allow myself to like I had to tell my narrative in my head like, hey, you are good enough. And how I did that was through dance. Because immediately after this situation, I started getting opportunities to teach workshops, to go back up to the Bay Area and like where my network is and like expand. And I've been doing that since. And
so she's been thriving, y'all. She's been thriving. Clap your hands. Come on. And I think that's a beautiful lesson. And I hope to impress upon people, you know, long after, you know, the situation has.
It's not about beef.
Yeah,
It's never been about beef. It's always been about respect.
yeah.
And you know, you don't do people that do well dirty.
You don't.
You know?
What is
Like,
the dirty
the
that
karma
they
will
did
always
you
come
that
back.
you cannot mention?
I know it doesn't matter who it is in my life.
Everybody I
always hold
know,
people's love as
everybody I know that will tell you that, oh, I have issues with this set of people. If you ask them what happened, they will tell you, okay, so this happened, this happened, this happened, and look at how these people responded. That's why I have issues with this set of people. But in this case, you keep talking about somebody doing you dirty, somebody doing you dirty. You cannot mention what the dirt was. That means there was nothing.
you know,
I can tell. I can literally tell. I'm like, immediately.
I operate with love and like yes, I may be passionate, yes, I'm human and I may not react the right way all the time, but I'm never like, fuck you, bitch. Like, hope you turn around and die tomorrow. Like that's
That's
that's pretty insane. Don't
that's y'all. That's the call. That's
don't
y'all.
y'all
be on that nonsense.
like that.
Yeah.
Don't like that because I wouldn't wish that upon even my greatest enemy. You know, I wish you longevity. I wish you success. Like, I hope your days are blessed. I don't make the final.
You know what I say though? Because it's funny because this is something Don said and it stuck with me and it's so funny. He said, "I hope you have the day you deserve." That's kind of the mindset.
Oh,
I'm not gonna hold you like that. I've kind of upgraded to, you know, I wish you exactly what you got coming for you. I wish you the type of experience that you have put out into the world. I wish that back onto you. That's how I feel personally. But I relate to like what you said as a dancer, the expression. I feel like as a human, like this is the most outspoken I've been in terms of like addressing a bunch of people that I don't know.
it's scary.
It's scary, but when in my music, it's a whole different story. I am not shy in my music. I can be the persona of the ego in my music. Y'all gonna hear it. Just so you know, y'all gonna hear it. But like as a human, like in real life, I just don't have it in me in my spirit to just be wishing
Like,
hateful things
yeah.
onto people. I can like wish
I
for you
feel
to
that.
get your karma, but I can't.
I definitely understand it
you
for
know
that because I feel like that's how I am in dance Miko versus like regular Miko.
Like chilling Miko.
Like,
Yeah.
Miko is usually chill, a little dirty, little, you know.
You're very soft spoken too.
I am. People's like, what? I'm like, sorry.
Like you sound like 10 times.
But like on the dance floor,
Absolutely.
And this is gonna circle back into my point I was gonna make
It
earlier.
will
Like, on the dance
backfire.
floor, like I become active, I become alive.
When the
and,
gist
like,
and drama
if I hear
ends,
the right
what
song,
next?
well, dance floor, I don't care.
Coming at him. Yes, girl. I'm telling you, that's what
It brings the mode out of you, and like I love seeing that and like exploring that because like you know when it's hard, oh my god, you did this, and I'm like, what are y'all
I
talking
don't
about?
remember. Did I say that? When I do that? But that was funny, so that wasn't me. That was
I don't forgot my point again.
expression freedom.
They still haven't said nothing. This is 27 minutes counting, and this is 28:41, and there's nothing. You ain't having a good time. If you're having a good time, you don't have to come and be busting all of this and bashing somebody else.
Over that, because I know you can't handle it. Can't handle me, baby. Oh.
I got small hands, but
You got what you get so sick.
Ain't shaking. Ain't shaking.
Sleep.
Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. Essentially, y'all have joy, express yourself, dance,
And stand up for yourself. Don't be afraid to talk.
do that.
F the haters.
Someone told me once upon a time in my life, it's okay to be scared when you're getting ready to do something, but still do it. Do it anyway.
Y'all go out there and do something that scares you today. All right? Send yourself, sirs. Wow.
So she even ended it with was. Aha. So you don't have your own line. You have to end up your live stream with was. Okay. I say it. You're really correct. They planned this to use korra to promote Stoney's this. That's just what this is. So that, so far, that's what she has on her page. Okay. Her live stream that she did. Okay. So let's go over to Dawn quickly. Let's write that. What's that? His name again. Dawn with. Okay, so let's quickly go into, because we're going to round up. We've hit an hour here. I just wanted to come in this morning to do a quick one. Now, Dawn posted something nice. It's actually 4 hours ago as I'm looking at it, where it said, hire me for a hit. This and I will take him out quickly. You see all this type of thing that threat to life, that I feel like this type of comments, these type of comments are being, put out there by JD's own people. That's what I see. Casarides. So, sorry, a lot of distraction. I'm going to quickly round this up. So I feel like these are being done by JD's people. You see this set of people that are doing this type of threat. Nobody that stands for the truth will bother to threaten a small Stoney or small Don. It's not. There's nothing. You don't have anything. There's nothing they have that anybody is afraid of. There is nothing they will say that people have not said about Korra already. So there is nothing new. These two. So you see this narrative that he's screenshotting, tagging Meta. People are telling him to file. Let me just read to you people. So he Don, the producer, person that is pushing Stoney to do this. He posted it. He said hi, and he tagged the person's name, and he said, "I have a lot of protection. Enter at your own risk. Please select the style of T-shirt you wish your family to wear." And then he tagged Meta. He said, "Meta still getting death threats." And then when you go in his comment section, this one said you should file a case even to the immigration office. There is something that is not right with that family. Every time something happens, people want them to go straight to immigration office. So Korra will be deported. You people don't have sense, eh? You think that you just arrive in a country and just like that you get deported when you legally enter that country. Like you people don't have any sense really. You should go and fight and tell immigration that what. Okay. Another one said, hope you report all of this called crazy. The other one said, stop entertaining, please. People are foolish. This one said, they do this to everyone that doesn't, they're just going in, encouraging him to go and report to immigration and all of that. Then before that, he posted a photograph of him at the studio or something, looking at, I don't know, is it a music museum or something, whatever it is, photo of Beyonce, Akon, artists like that on the wall. And it says, they be pretending as if I don't mean some of the best studios in the world. Silly. It must suck to know your queen has been outmaneuvered at every turn, and no matter how many stars she collects, she's never she will never be among the real stars. So he shades. After the shade, he tells people to go and follow Stonii. Let me see what else. Now, he wrote this again. He said, they think Stonii and I are just wasting time on Facebook. Meanwhile, we've been responding and cutting record. Just because the bigger artists take years to get an album out doesn't mean we don't doesn't mean we do. Plus, I have all the equipment and knowledge to produce an album with no outside help. Get ready, music loading. And then he shared this live stream from Stonii. And then he's also sharing the following on the page that Justin gave to them. It was 79,000 following when Justin handed over his page to Stonii. Now they've hit 80,000. So he screenshot that, and he want people to see. Okay. So, hey guys, here's a massive Stonii is following Justin's page. So all of this is to grow Justin's page and to make more money for Justin's page, but not on Stonii's own page. So Stonii is still where she is on her own personal page. This is so stupid. The most stupid thing you can do in this life is for you to be a content creator, and another content creator hands over their own page for you to go and tell a story that you're supposed to be telling on your own page to grow your own page to get visibility and everything. You went on his page. As you're growing his page, the money that is coming in is for him. The stars and everything you see people sending is for Justin, not for Stonii. Okay, because the page belongs to Justin. When Justin is ready, he will take back his page, and Stonii goes back to what? Her 7.5k, which, if she was telling that story on her 7.5k, by now she would have maybe hit 8k, and before you know, 9k, and she would have reached 10,000 following on Facebook. But she's growing somebody else's page, left her own personal page behind. It is well. All right. Said host, read this under one of the posts. A producer was explaining that Don is not a professional for what he's doing, that he is not qualified to manage a singer. Really, a singer. It's just that he's just a producer. Hmm. Okay. He said producers should not get more than 10% share of the song, and the artist splits equally. The rest, no matter how much no matter how much they contribute. So Don claiming 33% is the problem. Okay. Oh, okay. Someday, slowly, the whole truth will come out. The whole truth will come out. Let them keep pushing the narrative they're pushing. Don is trying to manage Stonii all by himself for Chief getting things for free, like Korra. Korra, being a businesswoman, wants to keep her and save, which is correct. Of course, Stonii does not understand much. Korra understands, okay? Korra knows streets. Stonii does not. So Korra cannot be easily fooled. And I think that's where their whole problem started from. The fact that Don was able to easily convince Stonii to do whatever he wants. Justin reached out to him. He decided what they were going to do, and Stonii just nodded her head and followed suit. So all of this just tells you that it is what it is. Stonii will do whatever Don asks because she's just coming into the game. But Korra would not do whatever Don asks because she's dealt with other producers also in this her music career. So anyway, it's 1 hour 8 minutes, and I just wanted to come in and drop the part 2. Like I said, when Stonii drops, she said she's going to do them in parts. Her part 2 is as empty as whatever. That's what we have seen, but I promise that I will bring them, so I will try to bring them here. Thank you so very much, and have a lovely weekend. If she drops anything else, I'll bring it here. If there's any other topic we have to discuss, I'll also come back for us to discuss. But that being said, off I go. I'll see you all later. Later. Bye for now. Thank you so much. I say thank you, everybody that came in. God bless you all. Thank you.